Hello.
Hello?
God damn it. Like, I just wanted to say Sunshine Community, but I forgot. We are on GSA. We are on, yeah, we're in the N% tournament hosted by GSA. And we're in this, like, yeah, in the semifinal of Samu against Paper.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know, this is going to be a best of three, which means, well, one of them is going to have to win 2 matches in total to make it to the next round.
Mm. We are. It'll be a good match because for once it's like a best of three. It's the first best of three of this tournament. And
Yep,
second, Samu against Paper is in itself a pretty hype matchup
definitely.
since both of them are pretty old school. Like Paper has been around, has like started in
Looks like it
2013.
started.
We have started.
Yep,
Samu has started in 2012, I want to say,
I
and
think so, yeah.
both got really good. There are like the top runners. Paper isn't so much in 80%, but in 120, he's third place within
Yeah,
16 seconds of its world
world record.
record in a 3-hour category.
And that's a good thing to point out, because if this match goes to the third match and we get to see a 3-hour race here, this experience with playing consistently over very long periods of time is definitely going to come in handy for Paper.
Oh, true. But also talking about consistency, Samu, um, I think how many? Wait, how many 116s does he have? Like total?
44,
Oh, 44.
I
Only?
think so.
Uh,
Maybe it's 44 since he's got his first 115, but he has at least 44. So very, very consistent players on both sides of the equation here. We'll definitely get to see a very entertaining match today.
yeah. The
Both starting. Yep.
I see like um Paper's compressed timer and something inside me dies because
Yeah.
there will be so much space that is not being used. But whatever,
Yeah.
that's just a minor inconvenience.
So we're gonna watch some cutscenes.
Hmm.
Kind.
Hmm? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and another thing which is gonna make this match interesting is that in the last race, Paper defeated Trey, his rival in 120, with a 1:16:50, and Samura1man defeated Guy with a 1:16:50 and 1:16:47 for Samu. So their last times are like really close to each other as well, like within 3 seconds over this, over an hour long run. So like really players today that are, I think, going to be pretty evenly matched, and we're definitely going to get to see a very entertaining duel.
Yeah. Although Paperario is known for throwing lockout tournaments, but this is not a tournament. This is an
Nope.
80% tournament, so that might
Yeah,
change.
both have a shot at winning it as well, I think, if they win this round. Done with
Mm.
cutscenes, doing airstrip now. Well, done with airstrip for now. Not a lot of time to be lost here, but it looks like Samu has like made a very small lead for himself, maybe like half a second.
Yeah, Samuel's going for like the little kid airstrip. Little kid being an adjective that is used for just like an IR strat.
Yeah, everything
Because
that is like more recent than 2017 is an IL, is a little kid strat.
basically, you have to know when we call something a little kid strat or a fact strat, it's basically just a fast strat.
Yeah. So yeah, both done with their airstrips. Very close to each other still. We're not going to see a lot of difference, I think, until we get to like Yonko 5 and PD, the first major RNG choke point in the run. But there's definitely going to be some opportunities for good play here.
I would have been concerned if Papers Dang it, there were two things in my mind that I wanted to say. One is
Yeah, go
one is
ahead.
being questions. Paper's PB is a 1:15:55. Samu's PB is a 1:15:20 that he got
Yes,
like
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yeah.
Definitely an advantage for Samu here.
Yeah, but as I said, Paper's more the 120 guy.
Yeah.
So
Paper actually has a very good like SOB in any percent as well. So he has like I think a very low 113. So that might give you an idea as well of the fact that if he played, you know, more consistently, I mean, if he focused more on this category, he could easily drop his time lower. So yeah.
it's true that like there are some runners in this tournament that if they would invest more time, or that if they got a really good run, they would have like a really good PB. Same with Samu though. His PB is still rather
Yeah,
low,
yeah.
like rather bad for his skill,
Sure.
especially since he goes a lot of IL strats and
Yeah,
runs.
that's crazy, isn't it? Samu has recently, it's very recent as well, like started doing IL strats and very difficult strats and runs. Before that, he used to do, you know, very consistent things. He didn't go for the momentum spins in Serena 2 and 4. And now you see him pulling off TAS eel in runs consistently and stuff like that. And it's really, I think, incredible just how he's managed to make these strats consistent, even though he implemented them very recently. Incredible achievement.
Yeah, Sam is actually crazy, and like when you think about if you knew the entire history.
I
Well,
don't know it, I guess.
I don't really either. I just know him from 2014, and
Yeah.
back then in 2014, before like Diddy took over and before like other eras were formed, Samu and Tobu were like two stables. They would have like a lot of good runs, but the speed game there wasn't as developed as it is today.
Yeah.
And
I can
something like
completely see that.
a 324 airstrip, it would be like pretty good. And now with like strats that Samu does, a 323 is the 324 of
Yeah.
like 5 years ago.
And airstrip is like probably one of the shines that's been the least affected by these changes. We might see some sick strats either.
Definitely.
So we're done finally with the big long cutscenes at the start of the run, and both players are going to head towards Bianco. Samurai1man doing the movement which I should not name in this family-friendly stream. And Paper going for more, you know,
traditional movement.
Yeah, traditional is the right word.
We just talked about how the speed game has developed and how Sam updated everything, and Paper also being an old boy.
Paper going for the blue coin. It seems he doesn't know this is an 80% tournament.
I mean, you can always practice your 120.
This is practice for 120. For the first blue coin in 120, you would wanna, you know, miss that and have to reset 7 minutes into the run.
Paper's so confident in his win that he can just practice 120 on GSA.
He'll do pin 8. You'll see when he finishes that. Still win.
Can't 8, you said?
Pin 8.
A pin 8. Oh.
So both chasing after Shadow Mario now. I think we'll see a quick kill from Samu, maybe.
Oh, definitely.
He goes for it but misses it.
It's still fine. I think it's still. It's kind of sometimes weird when you miss that quick kill that it sometimes just takes longer to kill Shadow Mario than you would with the method that Paper used. That's JP only touch.
Yeah, the banana held into the air.
Yeah.
Pretty cool from Paper, you know. He's not. He seems confident and relaxed today, not stressed. That's good. So entering our first. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Having your banana float in the air makes you like confident.
I guess so. That's a confident banana.
I see. Yeah, that is why I never do this glitch. Okay, Bianca 2 is
some RNG.
Technically some RNG. Sometimes it's pretty decent, and you get a pretty fast cycle. And
Sometimes it's less so. Whoa, did you see he went for the...
Both did even. Both
yeah, they
did
both
like
did.
the white turn wall kicks.
Yeah,
I think Paper was slow, like too slow for it to be really worth it. So he just like has shown off as usual.
VG told me it can save up to like 2 seconds if you do them really fast, but like 1 if you're a bit slow. And also of note, both of them are, I think, counterclockwise spinners, which makes these wall kicks a bit easier. So not that swag of them to do this. Paper doing the backflip method of spring PT and some white turn. Okay, doesn't really make a difference, I think, does it, Lobby?
Good question. I think it. No, I have no idea. It's been always theorized if one method or the other is faster or not, and I think it was determined that backflip is easier to do fast than the regular span sprays.
By the way, both players really just neck and neck here. Almost the same thing happening at the exact same time in the games, even after those small time losses by Paper, so still very close, of course. Yeah, they're like a frame apart, or maybe on the exact same. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, when it was being said that like on Earth they're basically tied, it was kind of a little joke, but Bianco 2 can bring some different variants.
Yeah, a lot of difference. You can have like between 10-15 to like 10-25, I'd say, on JP, and
at 10-15 is kind of insane.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. Let's say 10-18, right? Reed gets 10-18, so it mustn't be that hard. Bianco 3 now. And bonk from Paper. Into the tree, not even the Pionta, which is usually where people bonk in this level, since she moves based on RNG. But not a big time loss.
You know, sometimes you just have to give like a tree you see a little hug.
Yeah, tree hugger Paper. We'll see what he decides to do as a strat in Gelato 8, if he goes for spam spray or tree hug.
He's a tree hugger. He runs from 20.
Of course he is. Both of them doing the normal movement. We didn't see the fast movement here, which is like 0.3 from Samura1man with a spin jump at the start, which he usually does, I think. So make of that what you will. I think I remember him saying that he didn't like that it was a bit inconsistent though, so maybe he doesn't feel very confident doing it in a high stakes race like this.
High stakes? I wouldn't call it high stakes.
Yeah, maybe not high stakes.
It's not high stakes yet. It's
medium
0-0. You have like a run to mess up, and you have to, a second chance basically. Travel skip.
Travel skip. Yeah, want to explain that?
You clear the plans and you enter Bianco, and both cutscenes play, and you enter Bianco
at the same time. Yeah.
And nothing special happens. It looks more fancy than it actually is.
Yeah, it's not a hard trick really, but it looks pretty cool.
And okay, Sam missed travel skip.
Wow, yes indeed. He's deciding to enter Rico?
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't think I've ever seen someone mess up travel skip and then enter Rico.
That's like so old of some what people doing. They never miss travel skip anymore that they go into Rico, but I think it's faster to do at least some of Rico now.
I see. Well, that's very interesting then, because we're not going to be able to like say exactly who is in the lead now because of this. You know, there's a divergence in the any % route, which never happens usually, since we all do the same thing basically.
Yeah.
That's going to be very interesting. Paper. Sorry.
Yeah, Paper's Bianco has been pretty clean. Didn't go for the momentum spin jump, which.
Of course not. Little kid strat. Paper is too old for that.
Sure.
Samura1man not going for the bonk into grouper blooper strat to like save, I don't know, 0.2 I think. Very small increments of time. Still, you know, exists.
You know, we can do so many jokes about Samu being like almost 30 minutes ahead of world record now.
Yeah,
But that would
he
be
really did get good
that,
fast. Those strats save a lot of time.
that would be
Yeah.
quite a joke that gets boring fast.
Yes, so we're not gonna make them.
Yeah. Paper doing the old strats,
Yeah,
the 2015-14 strats.
we're gonna say that a lot, aren't we?
Mm.
But yeah, Paper going into Bianco 5 first, and one of the few major RNG. There's not that much RNG in Sunshine, okay?
He's
major RNG 2 points.
I just wanted to say that, like, for 1 second, I hoped that Paper would go for a 120 PD, which would mean that RNG isn't as bad as it is in any percent, and he would have like less bad RNG, but he would still have wasted time because it's not 120.
Samura1man doing his Rico 2 now. Rico 2, you know, pretty competitive IL. We'll see what time he gets here. He missed a hover slide after the first checkpoint, so yeah. 80-98, pretty good. In runs, this is very acceptable. Record is a low 30.
What isn't acceptable though is the PD World Tour by Paper.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Almost lost as much time as missing the ground pound, but almost.
Yeah. Pretty unfortunate. So we'll get to see what Samu does know that Gelato can be unlocked. So he's gonna go to Gelato, you think? Or like, yeah, Gelato. Okay.
That's pretty interesting, but I like it. It's something different.
It probably loses time, but it's cool seeing a bit of variation in these runs that we've all seen. A lot of any percent runs. We do the same stuff very often. Not a lot of variation routes, so it's cool seeing Samu unintentionally, I guess, but still doing this interesting route.
Yeah. Paper is just messing around. He has to wait for PD, and this PD isn't
very good.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's a shame, really. This is, you can lose a lot of time on PD here. I think up to a minute of difference between the fastest pattern and the slowest one, which are actually very likely to get a pattern that only loses 15 seconds to the best one.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad, but.
Okay, just saying. Paper lost less than 5 seconds to gameplay in this Bianco 5.
Yeah, indeed.
And he will get like a 325 segment, which is
that's a shame.
About 40 seconds slower of RNG, a bit more than like perfect RNG. So you can kind of see Paper got kind of screwed.
Yeah, that's a shame. You really don't want to see that happen in a race like this. Samu going for the kind of new movement on this. Oh, but he messes up GBS by letting go of the stick too soon. Should have held back a bit more. He's gonna go for the setup again, and this time he's gonna get it. Yeah, he does.
I just realized we will see both runners be about in the same shine, like at the same position until like the end of Bianco.
Yeah, I guess that's when their routes are gonna converge again, because we don't do Rico normally until that point.
Yeah, but for now they're like within a minute.
Of each
not
other,
not in terms of pace, but in terms of where they are.
Yeah. Paper finishing up the fight versus his third polluted Piranha. Very interesting boss. They had to put it 5 times in the game.
Samura1man went for the safe quick kill.
Yeah, the safe quick kill. Not the IL quick kill.
There are like a few Shell Mario strats. There's like a strat that saves 0.2, 0.1, where you just do one spam spray and then be closer to him when you defeat him. Paper and 3-hugger.
Yeah, 3-hugger, as we said.
And throwing the coconuts, just like his runs. I love paper. No shade.
Of course, we all love paper. Samu in Monte Village now. We get to see some chomplets from him. He can lose 6 seconds or, save 6 seconds, I guess, depending on the way you see it. If he gets good RNG here, the last guy. First good chomplet, a good first chomplet, bad second chomplet, okay.
The first two chomplets barely matter.
Yeah. They matter if you're going for like a very fast strat, since if you get good third guy, you can get to him faster if you had good first and second chomplet. But like otherwise, he is getting here a good third chomplet as well. Paper doing the quick kill as well, same thing as Samu, same strat. Having a bit of fun with the shine on the beach.
Yeah, it would have been funny if he caused a little bit of lag.
Yes.
Well, I would have found it funny.
Yes, because you can just wait for the shine to fall on you. There's no need to go mess around and cause lag elsewhere. But people like to move around during the waiting for the shine to fall cutscenes. Samu in Piranha 2, that is auto-scroller, basically. Unlike in Super Mario 64, Piantissimo doesn't run faster if you finish the race early, so like the only part that matters basically is the bridge water slide here that Samu got a tad slow, but it's fine, and the shine acquisition at the end of the level.
Let's see what Paper does in Piranha 1. That's technically, that's my favorite shine, I would say.
Technically, I know it's your favorite shine. Yeah. You have a good taste.
Thank you. There are some people out there that don't like the shine for whatever reason. Even say it's the worst shine. But they also like a skin boost, so their opinions doesn't matter.
Paper getting good RNG as well. And Samu gets, I think, a 20... Was it a 2018 on the timer? Yeah, 2018! Shoutouts to people born in 2018.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. I think record in that shine is 1260 something. But
I want to say 12.4, but I don't know.
I've been told as well that the fastest time isn't actually on the IL spreadsheet, so thanks to the guy who got it for not putting it. That's really nice.
We don't talk about the IL spreadsheet because there are
many things missing from it.
Like many videos for World Record times that, yeah, good thing.
Yeah. Samu is probably gonna go for, he gets an unlucky Gumi, which probably bars him from doing the cool movement he was practicing in Piranha 2 with the GWKD. That's a bit of a shame. That movement is always hype in my opinion.
In a race, I think it's kind of fair to not go for this. He still gets like a good Piranha 3. It's when you go for safe strats, it's usually nothing major.
Paper bonking versus Piantissimo. It's not gonna happen here, but we have seen players, mess around here as well and lose the race or die by falling off the tree versus Piantissimo. Shout out to Reed.
And almost down in one run.
Really?
Yeah. It was just like a regular attempt. Doesn't matter. What matters though is Piranha 4 RNG. It matters for like it has a max of 2 seconds variance.
Yeah.
It's very impactful.
Very impactful RNG. Yeah, so Samu is gonna try to lead this chomp here. Apparently he's not mashing L. That's interesting. Usually people mash L to get the best camera here. But he's gonna try and lead that chomp into the pool area here.
Yeah.
Seems to get a chase skip as well, no problems. Paper doing plus 3 now, doesn't do any GWKDs of course. And
he never goes for them, come on. But he goes for side flips.
Yeah.
That's something. Dang, a 23 Piranha 4, that's insane by Samu, I must say.
Really, really crazy. Such time save from just he thought of just, not doing Bianco 4 and Bianco 5, and I don't know how we never realized that you could do that and save so much time.
Dang
Just skip the levels, dude. Don't do them.
We all wanted a like PD manip, and nobody ever thought of this PD skip.
Clip into Corona. Yeah, that doesn't work, by the way. That's a joke in the community, is that many people come in here with like wide open eyes and tell us, I found a way to clip into Corona, or have you thought about trying to find a way to clip into Corona? And the loading zone is not there, so can't do anything. Samu with a bit of a sketchy, I think, Yoshi skip there, but he gets it, no issues.
It looks fine, it looks like a standard Yoshi skip.
I see it from the right usually.
Yeah, he gets
Paper with, I think, a bit worse RNG compared to what Samu got, but none of them got the best RNG. So,
Samu's getting carried by RNG? Question mark?
Oh.
Oh,
he get...
No, he doesn't go for it. He's not a Ouija. He's not a Ouija. He doesn't go for like the throw wherever that Pianta is.
So in that secret, if RNG is on your side, you can also save about 15 seconds from that dude throwing you immediately when you get up there. But luck wasn't on Samu's side, I guess, today, though it's not on Papers as well. So
yeah, I was about to say, what about Paper? Paper literally got
poor Paper, man. Poor Paper. I feel bad. You hate to see just a bad PT like that.
If Paper gets Ramel, though, Ramel's
he's gonna make up a lot of that last time. Oh, he actually went for a bit of little kid movement there as well. Did you see?
Yeah,
he did the hover side roll out there. That's nice.
Yeah, I was about to mention this. It saves a little time, because if you like misspace yourself, you kind of have to hold back.
That's unfortunate. You want to see him on like 212, 213. That's a big time loss he's getting here.
If he were 3 minutes slower, he was like, okay, let me retell this joke. If he was 3 seconds slower, then he would have to reset his run or forfeit the race, because the unspoken rule is, if you don't get a 2 time in Pianta 6, you have to forfeit.
Yeah.
Period.
Basically. Never gets old, right?
Yes, especially if you don't tell the joke correctly.
Yeah.
Then it never gets old.
No worries. Paper messes up Bridgewater slide as well.
I'm always surprised, but he went for like a cool looking hover unlock.
I like the Lamordi setup for it, of just like using a very, very slight angle on your control stick to make Mario face forwards and then jump diving. Samura1man misses. Yeah, go ahead.
Crit kill, the instant kill rather. That's, I think, considered to be the easiest, I would say.
It is. It's probably this one, Bianco 7 or Serena 7. But it's this one.
7?
Yeah, Serena 7. No, I'm Sid. 212.02 from Paper in Piano 6.
I think Samu literally got a 202.
Yeah, he got a 202.02. I don't know how we didn't like notice that, but 10 seconds exactly of difference between them, up to like some frames, I guess.
Alright, yeah, that was a 28 to 2x Pianta 7 without early cycle. Dang. That's insane. If he got early cycle, he would have been 40 seconds ahead of world record, right?
How funny. Good job.
Yes, thank you, Rasmus, for inspiring me for this.
For this joke.
Brilliant joke. You know what was also a brilliant joke that will happen later?
Tell me,
Mr.
please.
Perfect Shine. Oh, whatever.
Yeah. Samu is gonna enter a pinup right now. He killed himself on the same frame the cutscene started for Pinna there with a honey skip, and now he's gonna do the mecha boss fight, which nobody likes.
He exits area to escape the cutscene.
Yeah,
That's pretty
very
standard.
That's standard. Like, it's crazy how much time it saves. That cutscene, like, there's a combined like at least like 3 minutes of cutscenes in the Shine alone, and we can skip all of them just by choosing the modern option on the pulse menu. That's dumb, but cool.
I wonder if the entirety of the Sunshine community has ever thought about
skipping
pausing and exiting area in Diablo 2. That would be something, right? Why did we never try this?
Look at this mecha that Samu got. He got the perfect mecha, I think, actually, as good as you can get it.
So... I usually close my eyes when the shine comes up.
Yeah.
But
I notice in your runs because
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, really good mecha from Samu. This is a pretty hard shine that a lot of people hate practicing as well, so that doesn't make it easier. So very good play from him here, getting that very fast kill. Paper is going into mecha as well. That 10-second time loss on Kona 6 is sorry. Go ahead.
I will flame Paper if he doesn't get a good mecha, especially
because
since
he has the tutorial video.
Yeah, he has the paid tutorials.
Yeah, and it's really good as well. Please, everyone, go watch his tutorial for the rocket regrab here, because it made it so consistent for me. 1 out of 1 JP pals love it, so 100% consistency. Samu goes into Pinna 2, probably the easiest secret, I would say.
The easiest secret. It's very linear, and this part doesn't even matter, so.
Paper gets a very good mecha as well. I think a tad worse than the one Sam got, but still, not gonna be one of those mechas where you just lose 20 seconds to being terrible.
Yeah, that's correct.
We know those, don't we?
We dislike 20-second time losses, usually.
Yeah. We like being fast here. Yeah, Samu as well finishing up. Yep, please go ahead.
Talking about being fast here, guess what? Pinna 3 is coming up.
Oh, I think I get to see a task route.
Yeah, probably. If not, then I'll be.
I don't know. He didn't go for the fast Bianco 3, and task route doesn't save much more. It saves about, I think, 2 seconds. 3.
I think 3 optimally. And
yes.
I think Samu likes the strat, so I assume he goes for this. If not, then
yes,
fine, whatever.
Oh, this starting motor slide doesn't look like what you'd do if you'd go for task strat. This doesn't look like it as well. You need to be very early for the task strat.
Yeah, this is the task strat. What are you talking, JP? Do you even know?
I haven't put yet. Okay. Yeah, he goes for task route. He gets it. No issues, though he did seem to be a tad late at the end. Oh, he gets the clip as well. That's a very difficult clip.
It's not like it's not the Pinna the start you see for the task route in Pinna 3, right, JP pal? Except that it was a pretty good Pinna 3.
Paper gets Pinna 2 as well. As we said, not a lot to say about this shine. Very consistent, very linear. You have to wait for a cycle at just before the end, so there's really not much you can do to speed it up.
Okay, so for Samu, we have Pinna 4 coming up.
Best shine in the game. Shout out to Urinal Mike. A-tier shine, love it.
King Boo is an S-tier shine anyway, so.
Yes.
Samu's going for the really fast strats, so that will at least be a treat to watch if he gets it.
Paper doing Pinna 3 as well? I don't think he's going to go for that route.
No, he doesn't go for it.
He probably doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah, he's...
Oh, Samu messes up the one cycle in Pinna 4, and he's gonna lose automatically, just due to that one small mistake, which is, a bit of AI randomness as well, he's gonna lose 9 seconds. At least.
The good thing about this strat, opposed to like one cycle strat that Paper is going for, that if Paper were to mess up, Sam would not lose as much time. Like two seconds with that strat is still like, I would say 4-5 seconds slower, opposed to 8 to 9 plus seconds slower.
A bit bigger. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Maybe overestimating that a bit. I think like best ILs for the strat Sam did is like a 53 flat, whereas it's like 56 something for the ones Paper is gonna do.
Yeah.
Either way, you know, going for the fast strat here helps him not lose as much time on this 2 cycle as Paper would.
Well, Paper would get a 1 cycle, sure.
Yeah, he's gonna get 1 cycle.
If
That's
not,
the thing
then... Oh, EYG time. Time for another obligatory explanation.
Yeah.
You give... What was I going to say? Oh yeah,
you say that Paper is going to get a perfect pinner 4 with a 1 cycle, so he's going to save a bit of time with the Samu there. Yeah, so EYG, you feed Yoshi a durian in order to clip through, in order to use his platform to, you know, go OOB, be able to travel OOB.
Samu
messes it up.
He has another steal, it's fine, but like that was
that's a time loss.
The silly mistake. Whatever.
Yeah. 1 stew is a really good strat. Please everyone learn it. It's super consistent. You won't lose time. It's so good.
This is almost as bad as you talking about bot slides and secrets.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm allowed to talk about bot slides 4 times in total, so please count.
4 times?
4 times.
4? Oh, okay, I'll see. Hopefully not.
Samu ends up getting it. Now he is on track to get his EYG going here, skipping the 5th shrine by going to this normally out of bounds loading area, but we reach it using the purple Yoshi platforms which move horizontally.
This trick is almost...
I hate to see that happen.
I was going to say about UIG being a trick, but over the top to middle is also a strat that...
Yes, people mess up constantly.
You hate...
I do, I hate it.
It's not difficult, IMO. Just messing it up is... feels really horrible.
And then you mess it up twice.
You see over top to the right isn't that much worse.
Yeah, it's true. He went for over the top to the right there. But 2 death in Pinnace.
Yeah. Oh,
he's saving. He doesn't want to game over since he is on his last life.
Game over would be
choice here from Samu. Game overing would be curtains for him basically. He couldn't come back from a 30-minute deficit. Of course.
Yeah. Also with these 2 deaths, like
Paper
they're on the same secret.
Yeah, and Paper has done 1 more shine.
Yeah, Paper's shines are like way slower.
Yes, as well, because
like
he has
about a minute slower even.
Yeah, because he has the Bianco 5, really slow shine, that is definitely costing a lot of time here. So yeah, Paper in the lead now. I think
this spin jump. Oh, that's bringing
me
back.
Spin jump, no spin dive here. Maybe the B input got eaten. I don't know.
I can remember. I think back in the old days, instead, what is being done is side flip dive that barely reaches that platform.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
That was amazing.
Side flips suck, man.
They are the worst movement in the game, but good
Paper
time.
and Samu now, both going into Pinnace 7, and we're going to see an attempt. Is it gonna work? No.
We see the 1 FPS Shah Mario by Samu that lost time with. And Paper will go for the boring strats.
Yes. Paper going for a lot of boring strats, but it's working out very well for him since, you know, he is in the lead by quite a bit right now.
Yeah, so if Paper wins, then I can just say that Samu won our hearts, so I can totally not be biased and say that Europe has won something.
Yeah. So Samu is gonna go back to Rico now? Yeah, probably. Yeah, no reason not to do it, I guess, and finish up the area that he has already started. Paper right behind him. Paper hasn't done Rico 1, of course, since he didn't mess up travel skip, but Paper has the Yonko 4 and 5 over him.
Yeah, I think Paper's about, I want to say 50 seconds ahead, a minute ahead. Even with that terrible PD. Also, insert jokes about frame perfect. Okay, we're done with this.
Yeah. I like to joke that Rico 3, which is usually very easy to find, is a frame perfect trick or something, but it's not very funny, so we're not gonna say it today, right? Thank you.
Thank you for explaining this even further than necessary.
Yes. Paper catching up on Rico 1 right now. His first of 2 blooper fights in the game. We are supposed to do 3, but we skipped the one in Noki, you know. Spare that particular one.
There's a blooper in Noki?
Apparently.
Wait, really?
Samu is doing Rico 4 right now. Yes, Rico 4. He doesn't go for the little kid movement here. Oh, and he messes up the entry. This is a bit of a shame as well, because this is quite a bit of time loss actually for a small mistake.
Hold on, this is very unnecessary, but I just want to confirm this. Did you just call the IL strat here the little kid movement?
I mean, yes.
Okay. I may be corrected, but I think SB is the first one who experimented with it in ILs.
Okay, so then I'm completely wrong.
So yeah, I might be wrong, but I saw SB doing it all these strats first.
Samu getting a very, very good, very normal. Well, not very normal, rather like very solid. Yeah, solid is the right word. Rico 4 secret here. Pretty hard secret as well. Like, we joke that it's on the easier side, but still you can easily mess it up. A dive can get eaten and then every cycle is thrown off and stuff like that. So good on him for making good of that a bit difficult start he got. And Paper is gonna head into the blooper race in Rico 2. So let's see what kind of time he has.
Look at Paper. Look at the Paper movement.
Oh, I love the Paper intro.
So amazing. Thank you, Paper, for the Paper strat.
Yeah. Of course he's gonna do his own strat.
Yeah, why would he never do his own strats?
Yeah, pretty good Rico 2 here from Paper. Well, that angle kind of sucks. That's sad, but he's gonna get an 1868, very easy, very reasonable, and he is right under the shine as his pawns, so
yeah,
that's pretty good. Samura1man in Rico 5, doing standard movement. He didn't do, I think, the double jump strat at the beginning. It's very consistent, very good strat, I think, but no luck in seeing it today. He does the shine very solidly otherwise.
I was about to say, you saying something is consistent is quite weird when you say like Bianca 6 butt slide, pretty consistent. Why doesn't
Bianca 6, this is a meme, okay? Bianca 6 butt slide is not consistent enough to be done in runs. Almost.
Sure.
Paper messes up the movement to the boat. He went for the spam spray water slide there, which I've been told by Luigi and Peck is actually faster than like both the hover slide and the jump dive methods. But sadly he messes up the spin because it's a bit too far and takes a bit of a time loss here.
Yeah, he likes the boat. He wants to explore it.
Go find the blue coin in the M.
Yeah, it's only Rico 1, so he didn't see it. So like, he just ditched it. He has to re-enter later on.
Yeah, for the blue coin.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a bit of like non-traditional movement here for the 6th red coin. I think it's a bit slower. Yeah, 32.91. You can get 33s with the other movement.
Yeah, it's just safe, but the camera just kind of sucks in some areas. So you just go a bit wider to not die, and especially since he has like I think 0 lives. I don't think he picked up one in Rico 4.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. He is hanging on by a thread right now, I guess, in terms of life count. But he'll be able to pick one up easily in Bianco 6.
Okay, I'm kind of mad at Samu because
What did you do?
I just realized his strat is totally messed up. So by that, he could have just easily done safe warp and save like a bit of time.
Oh right.
And it would have reset his lives even. I'm angry at him now.
Yeah, save warp would have been a good plan, but he did indeed collect a life. And save warp is faster, is it not? I think I remember J. Cool saying it was 0.2, 0.1 faster, a very small amount, but still, you know.
And you would do Rico last, which is yeah.
So Samu gets Rico 7 quick kill, well, normal kill rather. That's probably easiest shine in the game, so it's expected of him to not mess it up, let's say. That sounds mean. Yeah, solid movement. Okay. Paper messes up a bit in Rico 5, but he backs it up, no issues. Maybe a 5-second time loss here, I'd say, something like that.
That was a 5 seconds time loss. I looked at the paper and I didn't like see a major mistake. I might be.
He missed the spin on the ramp.
You get for I don't think I've seen this from today yet.
Excuse me.
For 1 second when Samura entered Bianco, I was like, why is he going on the grass? What is he doing?
No, he's
and then he's doing Bianco 4, and then yeah, kind of awkward.
Well, Paper doing the cool hover side rollout movement to catch the shine. I don't know if it actually saves any time, but it looks pretty cool, so that's important. Samu does the momentum spin on the hut and immediately loses all the time it saves from not grabbing the shine with his jump dive. That's a shame.
The last ditch would have been Samu side flipping into the shine at the very end.
Oh. Hate to see that happen. Paper entering Rico 6 as well now. He shouldn't have any trouble with this. A shine that is, usually considered to be pretty easy as well. Rico in general is probably the easiest world. He is going for a bit of cool routing as well. I don't think I have seen this before.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't this the IL movement that allows you to get like very high times on the in-game timer, but that is slower overall? No, it's not. I'm wrong time.
Okay. It's literally just old movement because
it's old. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? What are you doing?
There's actually a route that like on the spreadsheet I've only seen like J. Cool do it, but there's a route that gives you a higher time on the in-game timer, but that is overall slower, so we don't do it. And there's a slot for it on IL leaderboard. That's how I know about that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's PD time. Let's see if Samu gets carried by RNG or not. And over the wall
RNG. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, over the wall is usually considered bad unless he gets good RNG. So, in short, Samu gets good RNG when he doesn't get bad RNG.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this RNG is going to be important for Samu because Paper lost a lot of time here, as we said earlier. Like a good amount. He had a bad pattern. So if Samu could get a very good pattern here, or even just like 15 seconds from best, something that an average pattern, let's say, then he can make up some of the difference that there is between him and Paper right now.
Yeah, and Paper did the standard route and now enters Bianco 6, so Samu has still a lot of things to catch up on.
Yes, I guess the routes converge right now. Since they will finish Rico.
Once Samu is, done with that boss fight.
Yes, they'll be on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Paper doing Yaku 6 now. Hard secret, right? I want to say it's one of those that people find difficult in general. It's hard to get a very good water slide on this surface as well here, but Paper gets a very respectable one.
Yeah, I think some people try to experiment around with trying to get one singular water slide,
Yes.
and usually when they go for this in runs, they have such a slow water slide that it's not worth it.
Samu did get some pretty average RNG here, so a bit of time save, I guess. Paper doing a very safe strat to skip the cube here. There's a ton of strats which exist to skip the cube with a momentum spin, a butt slide, plenty of wall kick strats as well. But he does probably the safest. That is probably a good plan as well. Given a death here would be a bit costly as well.
Yeah, it's the calf strat because everyone else would do just a different strat, and yeah, shout out to Calf.
Yeah, shout out to Calf. His movement is not crusty. Samu is a bit unlucky here with the water slide of the kind of hill, so
yeah,
a bit of time lost there.
These surfaces are usually the proof that water is indeed solid. That's a joke I don't even get because it was before my time. So, yeah. Bianca 7.
Bianca 7, yeah. Oh, Samu doing the same thing as Paper.
Okay.
In terms of white and walking. Strange seeing him go, well, I don't know. Maybe you'd expect something a bit more risky, given he has had a lot of time losses now. But, you know, he has a lot of time to save as well on the future shots. He does the GWKD, right. Very cool looking strat. Dangerous as well, though, because if you mess it up by pressing Y and A on the same frame, and Mario dives in the other direction, and you know, it's very hard
fast enough.
Yeah, it's very hard to save yourself with a ground pound. And you lose a ton of time if you do that wrong. It's, I think, like about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, another Shadowball getting defeated. Yoshi is acquired. Goodbye, Yoshi.
Useful.
Yeah.
One time
not see him anymore.
Yeah.
Wait,
enjoy the cameo.
Wait. Okay, we might see Yoshi, hopefully.
Yes.
Please, Paper. Okay, but now we might see the Nanashi Manta, the 323 with 3 seconds of mistakes. Probably not though. This shine is horrible. It hurts your hands. It's damaging for your controller. Your controller doesn't like the shine. Your hands don't like the shine, and you yourself don't like the shine.
No.
Unless you do pseudo manta science, which Paper doesn't believe in.
Some got finished up with Bianco in the meantime as well. Didn't get the quick kill. Paper didn't either. They both messed it up. But you know, that's a very small time save, if I remember correctly, about 1 second. So it's not a big deal to miss it. Paper getting a pretty...
Getting a little bit of ping pong around.
Yeah, this shine is really, you know, particularly evil for this, because when it goes bad, not only like do you have the bad feeling of going slow, you know, knowing that you're being slow, also you can just get thrown around and comboed, you know, by one time to the next, and to the next, and to the next.
Yeah, and you
can... makes you feel terrible.
Yeah, you can even die there.
Yeah.
It's very rare that it happens, but it's if you die on World Marketplace here, then you feel really bad about this.
I guess the RNG you'd need to die in the first place would be enough to kill your World Marketplace.
Yeah.
Paper done with Mountain.
Yeah, and Sam has fired before. He probably gets a better meta than a Paper, considering.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, wait, does it still look pretty good?
It's
one of them fled. Yeah, here you're really looking to like spray the big ones first, because once all of them are small, then they all come straight after you instead of running away and going in erratic directions, stuff like that. So I would say still pretty good pattern here from Samu. That's a bit of time he's gonna save as well.
Yeah, the second phase doesn't seem as good as the first phase.
It's true.
But the first phase from Paper looked way worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's
You look at Pinna Park in the distance here, all the sun, to keep your camera stored in after this cutscene and have a direct angle to the shrine.
Yeah, because this is the most important thing ever in this race now.
Indeed.
Because that alone will save Sam so much time that he will be about a few frames closer to Paper.
Paper messing up the Serena 2 entry a bit.
Yeah.
More than a bit.
A very lot.
That's a shame. You know, this is a difficult thing to do in general in runs because there's a bit of RNG over where the boos move. It's not
okay. He kind of got good RNG because I think he could have get bobbed earlier and just fell down again.
Yes, that would have been really sad.
So that was tragic, to say the least.
Yes.
From Paper.
Very into Serena 2 now. Hard secret, but Paper looking pretty strong. His movement has looked pretty good in this race. He's not died yet, so with a bit of luck, he'll make it through unscathed.
Oh, it's Cypher miss. He just kind of waited a little bit.
Samu, meanwhile, getting a very good entry. Well, very solid entry.
These were some really sketchy dives by Paper.
Yes, I was a bit scared as well. But he got the momentum spin, so
Yeah, now everything is redeemed, even that entry. If Samu doesn't go for this, then I'll be sad. I'll be sad about a lot of things. Because I'm a generally sad person.
I'm the happy guy here. He's the grumpy one.
Exactly. Okay.
Samu,
Bananaless.
Not very far from Paper anymore. Those 2 deaths at the beginning and missing
Bananaless.
Excuse me for talking about the game. Let's talk about Bananaless. Is Paper going to do Bananaless? No.
Yes. If not, then yeah. Paper. That's not Bananaless.
That's a banana. That's definitely a J. Cool 1 banana.
What is this? Why is Paper a banana hugger? I'm disappointed. He hugs trees, bananas.
Larvitar is beaming here, but the reason he says this is because Paper got 79 shines world record in a race doing Bananaless, which loses time with Banana somewhat recently until it was stolen by Guy this week. Shoutouts to Guy 2308.
Stolen? Okay, that's a weird way to say losing a world record.
Stolen. Yeah, Samu as well getting a very good, very solid Serena 3. A shine we tend to overlook a bit, I'd say, probably, since it's one of the shortest in the run. But we save a lot of time here over casual strats by using the banana at the top of the hotel to clip into the shine room instead of doing all the movement with Yoshi and stuff like that.
Yeah, talking about another fast or like good clip, Casino Skip, good thing it exists.
Casino Skip. If Casino Skip did not exist, I would not run this game straight up.
Yeah, it's so underappreciated. It's so underappreciated, and if it wasn't a thing, then Sunshine has a lot of RNG. Actually, it is very true.
Yeah, less of a meme than it is. So I feel obligated to talk about it, but you can do some butt sides in Serena 4. They save a bit of time. Some versions of it are really consistent and good, and you should do them. Some are less so, and you should not do them. Paper did not do any, but he did do the momentum spin at the end. So very solid, normal, traditional Serena 4 we got to see from him there.
Yeah. Let's see if Samu does something special.
Samu does dying, yes.
Dying is something special.
That's really unfortunate. 3rd death now for Samu in this race. This one is not the worst, probably, because you're at about 13 seconds 15 in the secret for when he died right there. So it's not the biggest time loss, you know, but still, that is. He was just managing to close the gap with Paper, and that is not going to help at all.
Yeah.
He has to hope Paper gets that RNG here on King Boo. King Boo, yeah, let's talk about him.
S tier
There's
shrine.
RNG here, S tier shrine, but you know, it's actually not that bad because you can get extra cycles here basically, which cost about 7 seconds, every one of them. You want 0 optimally, of course, but
Wait,
you are, sorry.
Okay, how King Boo works is you want to get fruit, enemy, food.
Yes.
Paper gets fruit now.
Paper get fruit, that's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This fight is horrible because the fruits suck.
Yeah, they spawn in random patterns and directions, and you bonk on them when you're not careful and stuff like that, so kind of annoying.
And let's see how fast Paper cancels these enemies. Whoa, okay. That was... Seeing the enemies always kind of feels bad because you can catch the enemy cycles before the enemies spawn.
Yes.
And see them like almost drop to the ground.
But if you miss the cancel on the enemy cycle, then you cannot get a fruit cycle again. So, you know, he's going for the safe, waiting for a bit before canceling his cycles.
He waits longer than how much the extra cycle costs at this point. But whatever.
Yeah.
And he got 2 of them, so he can't afford more time.
Just to be clear on the RNG, the most likely number of cycles you can get is 0, if I remember correctly, and you have about a 62% chance to get either 1 or 0 extra cycles. So, you know, RNG, of course, like you're likely to not lose that much time.
Yeah, it's usually pretty rare to get 2 or more extra cycles.
You're very good at that.
Yeah, even though it doesn't seem logical when you have like periods where you get 3 plus extra cycles every time. Yeah.
Paper King Boo. Did you see if Samu got any extras? I
highly doubt that he got any extras. I think he had perfect RNG and is getting carried by RNG thus far.
Oh, bit of time loss here. Getting hurt by King Boo's massive tongue.
Okay.
He's definitely, you know, put on a few pounds since his appearance in Luigi's Mansion.
What's Luigi's Mansion before Sunshine?
I think Luigi's Mansion was a launch title for the GameCube, so I would say that it was. Yeah, Samura1man again has not that far behind, even though he added a death to his repertoire in Serena 4.
Yeah, that just shows that Sam is so much better than Paper when Paper doesn't die.
Clearly.
And Paper did probably no mistakes, especially not Serena 3. And yeah, it's all just still that close.
Paper leaving a bit of loop at some points here. I hope this is not going to come back to bite him. Because you can, on the JP version of the game, Japanese, you can lose. Well, you need to clean a ton of group to actually, you know, have the game recognize that okay, the beach is kind of clean now.
Yeah, to have cleaned the beach, which is your goal, or your mission, you kind of have to clean the beach. Unlike PAL and TCU, where you just have
don't really have to try.
Yeah, you can just like leave a big pile of cube and be like,
that's fine. It's clean, you know. That's
these 2 piantas will do that work. Like, look at how efficient these piantas are. See,
about as clean as fair.
Everything.
Paper got a 216 there. That is not too bad, but you usually like the good times to shine in RTA would be like 222, 223, I'd say. Record is 230 by Fetch. I have no idea how he did that. He's insane.
230?
Yeah, 230 on JP.
Wait, Chosen is not the 360
isn't Chosen on PAL?
No, he does both.
Okay.
He does both.
Fetch has spreadsheet world record, which is the only thing that matters.
Does he have a video though?
I think he does. Yeah, Paper finishing up Serena Beach here. Yeah, let's evade that subject, you know. Paper finishes up his Serena Beach. You know, he scrubbed it clean of any Shadow Mario traces, with a pretty solid Shadow Mario as well. Still in the lead, going into Noki. Noki probably the hardest level in the game, I would say. Noki 1 and Noki 2 and Noki 6 are very hard movement shines. Eel is hard as well.
Yeah, Sam will show you how difficult a shine really is. Really.
Yeah, Samu is known for being good at Eel.
Sam is known for being good at Noki, I think. I can remember
Really?
all relay races. His favorite, his world to pick was always
Noki.
Noki.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Then maybe he's gonna be able to, you know, make up some time here. Paper getting a very competent, very solid, very good Noki 1. No major mistake that I could see.
We should need a new category. 80% no major mistakes.
Yes. NMM.
Exactly.
There's no major skips and, you know, also no major mistakes. Oh, Samu getting, you know, he side flipped onto the goop in that Noki 1 here. Gonna lose a bit of time from that. He also did the, I think, slower starting movement with the hover slide rather than the jump dive you saw Paper do. Yeah, and
So
Samu finishing up as well in the mall casino. Yeah, go ahead, please.
So you talked about like a blooper being then Noki.
Yeah.
What was the deal about this? Can you like explain it a little bit?
Well, apparently there's actually, you know, a gooper blooper in Noki 2. The shine Paper is currently doing. A small mistake there, by the way. He missed the jump dive. But you know, we actually never see it in the run since. Well, Paper is going to do a bit of a cool thing here. He's going to use this spring, to clip right through the wall here and dive into the chamber which contains the shine here, without having to go the long way around and fight Blooper to actually get down here. So, and it was very clean from him.
It's kind of a fall thing for us to do, just like to. You see the lore in Sunshine is on Noki at least.
Samu messed up Noki 2. Just saying. He got again having a bit of trouble here with the wall kicks. Noki 2 is a hard shine to back up if you mess up part of the movement. Yeah, please go ahead, Lonry. He's
okay,
done.
So the law is.
Oh no, wait, he's not done. He bombed. Okay.
Yeah, we just let Sam. We just let Sam be. He needs his time. So as you saw, the water in Noki is polluted, and you have to park the waterfall because that all Noki guy thinks that this is the reason. Then it doesn't work. That blooper,
it's his fault.
No, wait. Okay, never mind. Grouper blooper is at fault there, and you just like recklessly skip that burst and just leave the entirety of Noki polluted. How irresponsible is this?
Yeah, except it's actually who is responsible.
That it doesn't matter at all.
Yes,
because the water will still be polluted because the real cause is this Noki free bottle.
Yeah, everything is the fault of the bottle. But yeah, going back to run commentary. Thank you for that wonderful joke, Marvy. Samu kind of messed up in Noki 2. That was the movement wasn't very clean. That's very unfortunate. As we said though, Noki 2 is one of those shines that is hard on the movement side. Definitely on the harder side of the movement-based shines. So that's a bit of a shame. Both players did Noki 3 without major mistakes again. Very boring shine, I would say, but I don't want Sided Williams to take away my subscription to him, so I'm gonna shut up.
Okay,
Paper.
so Paper just saved a few frames. Paper just saved the frame. It's yeah, and he's doing like weird Ely now fight, which is totally not the cause for the polluted water.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Random,
it was
unrelated.
actually the bottle. It was actually the bottle.
It's just an unrelated eel that Mario is being contracted to be.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the.
Yeah, he got like an inquiry to because he's a part-time dentist, and he has like he likes his job to do fast, so he cleans up 6 teeth right away, and then just like
16.
let's
Paper
see,
getting a very good eel here, very good. Not Taz eel, not 6.5 tooth eel, but still very good eel. He got the cutscene skip, he got the 6 tooth.
Yeah.
That is really good play from his part here.
Yeah. So
knowing with the shiny
paying
spawn
attention
as well.
to Samu. Samu is more important than Noki 5. Samu is doing eel strat, Taz eel, hopefully.
Is he?
Yeah,
oh, he is.
You know Samu. Yeah,
he's going for the Taz eel, so he cleans 5.5 teeth instead, 6.5 teeth instead of the normal 6. It only saves about 2 seconds, I think. So really, it doesn't matter as much as you're making it out to be.
Yeah. But he's like really consistent at this, and it's kind of insane.
Samu loves eel. I didn't know it was possible to like eel, but he does, and he is good at it. And shout outs to him for that. Paper going into Noki 5, which is the second time we, race inside the race against Piantissimo. It is again kind of an auto-scroller. You can mess up a bit on the movement on the ropes there, which costs a bit of time. Otherwise, we just can't do anything to make Piantissimo hurry, and he is particularly slow on this shine.
Yeah, Paper's just going wherever he wants. He could get like the tornado, but never mind.
Yeah, he's not gonna collect the coins. The text boxes would actually stop Piantissimo right from walking.
It's just like a 0.5 time loss. That's kind of unnecessary, and yeah, like whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Paper's still a good, like, I would say 45, maybe 50 seconds in the lead right now. Maybe just 45. I don't know about 50, but like still good amount in the lead, and we're going into Noki 6. Let's talk about Noki 6. Noki 6 is unarguably the best shine in the game. Okay, I'm kidding. Yeah.
You're the Noki 6 guy.
I guess so.
You should be able to give like 5 essays about Noki 6, about every single aspect of Noki 6.
I have so many notes on Noki 6. There's a lot to be said here. So Noki 6, widely considered to be one of the hardest shines in the run. Entry is difficult. You are going to see Paper and probably Samu as well. I would expect him to go for this rope strat, which is a bit old now, but it saves about 1 to 1.5 seconds, I think.
Oh, it saves more.
Saves more? Really?
Yeah, I think it saves like 3 seconds, honestly.
Okay, well, listen to Marvy on this. He's the old guy here.
Don't listen to JP Fan. He's only an IR runner of this, and that's his favorite shine. No big deal.
Yeah, Paper gonna go for the green cycle here. What used to be a very hard strat, now everyone gets it all the time because it's actually not that hard anymore.
Yeah, it's a free strat, I know.
Kind of.
Actually, when you think about it, Noki 6 is the easiest secret in this game.
Probably, yeah. It's the one I'm the best at, so clearly it's the easiest. Yeah, gets a very clean Noki 6 here. Shoutouts to him for that. Noki 6 is hard, man. Getting a good Noki 6 in a run is difficult, and he got a very competent one right here. Also, this dive rollout at the start. Please, everyone, learn this if you intend to pick up Sunshine and want to learn this shine. Really helps with the green cycle. Shoutouts to I guess Wilco and Larby for finding it.
Well, Wilco popularized this, of course, but nobody thinks about this because this is kind of natural movement when you think about it.
Yes.
Why would we not add a jump dive at the very beginning? Dive rollout at the very beginning.
Samura1man also getting a very good, very solid Noki 6, while Paper is getting rid of Shadow Mario.
Yeah, as we said, easiest secret.
Yes. His green cycle was a bit slow, but you know, talking as an IL runner here, so it was still very, very good secret here. I think Papers was a bit faster there. Paper now gonna head into Corona. Last area in the game, of course, he's gonna go fight Bowser.
Yeah,
Difficult
Paper's
as well.
Paper's on 116 pace though.
Yes.
Despite that, like, horrible PD. No early cycle, 2 king boosts,
Yeah,
2
really
extra
good play
cycles,
from
1 king
Paper.
boost.
Really good play from Paper. We've seen no deaths, etc. Just solid gameplay all around. And the Corona split is usually, I'd say, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. And it started already, so he's definitely on 116 pace here. I don't know if there was a bit of a mess up at the start of Corona here because he
No,
didn't get his jump.
I think he just went for like the safe Corona.
Safe. There's yeah, go ahead, please.
I wanted to say maybe we see a fast Corona by Samu, which would make sense because he kind of needs to catch up, and if Paper dies on Bowser, which is in reality, Samu has like more time, like a bit more time.
We're seeing speed build now from Paperario, the hardest trick in the game, which he nails. No problems.
You're just better at speed build.
Yeah, I know. Samu hot on his tail, going for fast Corona. It seems so. Fast Corona, please tell me the time save because I don't want to say something wrong again.
I think it's like, it depends on what fast Corona strat you do. There are like some really fast ones that save like 5 seconds. I think the consensus is 4 seconds.
4 seconds. Yeah, shout out to Oatflaker. Paper is now entering the Bowser fight with Samu, right behind him on the rocket storage. If Paper,
Paper just stole.
Yeah, he expected the rocket to go off sooner than it did, and now suddenly the race is very close again. Not very. I don't know. Very, but Samu still has some cutscenes to watch.
Yeah, if Paper dies again though, then this will be hella close. He gets bought by Bowser and says goodbye for a second, then decides to come back.
Gooped, which is unlucky from him, but if that Bowser is kind of sad. Yeah, okay. 117-14 from Paperario.
Yeah, with horrible RNG, with bad Sonya 2, with
a death on Bowser.
Death on Bowser. Yeah, like that.
Oh yeah. Samu getting whooped as well. But yeah, shout out to Paper. That was just very good play from him. He made the best of a situation where he had bad RNG and bad Serena 2 and stuff like that, but few mistakes otherwise. And Samura1man...
Samus still got a 117, which is interesting.
Yeah. Samu... Go ahead, please.
What he, messed up major. He had some really tough shines.
Yes. Pinna 6 was a real... really difficult shine for him. He died in well, difficult, I mean, he struggled with it a bit in this run in particular. Serena 4, he had a death when going for the triple jump. That should teach you, by the way, to go for the slide here. You can die on triple jump. Yeah, still very, very, very consistent and good play from both players here. There's really something to be said, in my opinion, for how consistently they can both get these times that some people would really like to have, but just can't manage to quite get. 117 is definitely very good.
Yeah, 117 in a race isn't shabby at all.
No, not at all.
Especially for Paper, because I think Paper played better than Samu. Don't hit me, please.
It's fine.
So when you think about it, Paper deserved this